Following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.
First I get 'em, and then I let 'em. Then I remix, rewind, then I wear 'em. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Yeah, welcome to another exciting episode of the Mad Marv Comedy Show.
We the lounge, man. What?
Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
There we go.
I'm just trying to make sure
Show.
you.
Okay. You know.
I'm just trying to make sure you're on point because look, I watch the show. Everybody watches the show, and people call me and they be like, "Goddamn, why does Packett look so goddamn gigantic?"
Because I'm big.
Some people, they made up their own words. You know what they called you?
What?
Hugantic.
Hugantic.
Some people called you ginormous.
Ginormous.
Ginormous. That's like gigantic and enormous at the same time.
They watch Game of Thrones. They see the giants in there.
You's a big nigga.
For you out there that don't understand the damn thing Marv saying is what he's saying in niggas' term is that Packett is hella big.
Hella. No, you know what? You remember back in the 90s, hellified big.
Yeah.
Which makes me like tiny as a bitch.
No, you just tiny as a bitch.
All right. So look here. Make sure you
That
subscribe.
was funny, Packett.
That's good. Make sure you subscribe to the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Subscribe to MorrisMediaLive.com and leave your comments below. And make sure you share this video with everybody you know.
I love the way you did that.
I thank you very much.
There you go.
I learned
Share.
it quick.
Now, if you're emotional and you don't like what's going on or what we say, I suggest you keep your fucking opinions to yourself because we don't give a fuck.
But hold up. Now, I understand where Farouk is coming from. I like any comments, negative, positive, because I'm going to respond to it because, look here, I ain't got no life. I'll be late up at night, you know what I'm saying? I'll be staying up late at night. And, you know what I'm saying? One time we did a show and somebody was saying some shit, and I was like, look, I just got into it. Like, look here, you son of a bitch, you hater. Look here, get your own life, motherfucker. Say something positive, you stupid son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I said, check this shit out, nigga. I know you was raised by a black woman, nigga. And, I was raised by a black woman. She said, if you ain't got nothing positive to say, don't say shit, my nigga. That's how I was saying it to him, right? And I was like, maybe I shouldn't have said that because I'm a little as the young people say, in my feelings.
In your feelings, yeah.
That motherfucker commented next week. He said, you know what? Thank you very much. I'm going to try that. And so I want him to just press me, but I helped this motherfucker. And that's what we're all about on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. We want to help people be better and elevate themselves. You know what I'm saying? So look here. First of all, we're going to do it like we always do it. Packett, how was your week? How was your week?
My week was wonderful, man. I saw the funniest thing ever. I went to...
Wonderful?
Yeah.
Or just full?
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful and full.
Wonderful and full.
Yeah, but
okay, go ahead.
You said you'd be laying up. Can you get your hand like this real quick? They don't look smooth, so you must not be doing that while you're laying up. But, yeah, my week was wonderful.
No, I dry jack.
You what?
I dry jack.
Oh, you dry jack.
Dry jet.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got sores.
See, when a motherfucker put oils and shit in their hand, that's because a motherfucker is thinking about something else. He really want the woman. He want the feel of the woman or whatever. Mm-hmm. But see, when you dry jack, it's all about yeah. Okay, go ahead. What else happened?
Calluses and scabs on the head of your dick then, huh?
Not me. My shit look like Darth Vader. I got a Star Wars Johnson. Bitch told me, she said, why does the tip of your head look like Darth Vader? I said, because I am your father. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I saw some ladies get into it at the store. Some old ladies start getting into it.
How old were they?
I had to give, one of them had to be in her 55 range.
Okay, so what happened?
And the other one was like had to be late 60s.
So what happened?
the one in the late 60s grabbed the young one
What?
and pulled her back like, you ain't getting in front of me in this line.
What?
I had to get between them.
She was actually
They was about to go at it.
Well,
That was a lot of goddamn space between them if you got between them.
Hey, I had to break them up, man. Them little old ladies about
Hold
to go
on.
down.
Now-
Little old ladies don't be playing about
The brawl
getting in
of the
front of them
Golden
in
Girls.
line.
Where was this store at?
The 99-cent store over
Really?
there, La Tierra.
So her name was Tripsy Hustle.
Tripsy Hustle.
She was tripping.
You still think about Nipsey?
I'm just saying. I can't stop. That's my partner.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look here.
From way back.
My boy know that I'm gonna fuck with him like that. I used to fuck with him like that. I knew that boy when he had the flat top. You know what I'm saying? When he was looking like the Fresh Prince of goddamn Crenshaw. But what I'm telling you is this. Continue with your story.
Yeah, I just, little old ladies do not play about getting in front of them in line. And I'm talking about this little 69, 72-year-old lady was about to put hands on this woman.
So what did you do
I had to stop him
with your big ass?
because she grabbed the lady and pulled her back by her shirt.
What?
And the
Now,
other lady,
how old was the lady that she pulled?
she had to be like in her 50s.
So these are two old ladies.
Two old ladies.
Now, older lady was 60. So it made good sense to me, okay? Because she ain't got no time to waste. Like, bitch, I might die in this line if I let you get in front of me, so let me go first.
Yeah.
I ain't got that much goddamn time here.
Yeah. So you must have been in a black super. You said 99-cent store, right?
Yeah.
So look here. This is what I've noticed when I go shopping in like a Hispanic or Latino store. They will let your ass cut in front of them. You notice this? You be like, oh, all I got is this, and that just let you. When you go to a black supermarket, you can have, look, a piece of gum. Can I go in front of you? They be like, hell nah, nigga. But look, when you go to a Mexican store, they be like, go ahead. Because in the Mexican store, they be having all kind of shit in there, motherfucker. And my ass, I be sitting there like, God damn, what they making for dinner? You ever be shopping with somebody, you be like,
Look all in their
yeah, be
cart
like,
and
what they make
shit.
with that? These motherfuckers be having cactuses and shit. Look, flour tortillas. They be having, look, corn, jicama, whatever. Look, all kinds of shit, roots and shit. Look, roots.
He said something different than you
They be
said.
having, jicama, he said. But
Yeah,
look, they
that's
be
how
having,
it's pronounced.
look,
It just
they be
spelled
having
with an
shit
A.
they be having shit in their bag that look like you just pull off the tree when you walking down the street. Like, why you come here? You gotta just pull that shit off of 54th and Uber. But anyway, so what happened after that?
Nothing much, man. I told the older lady, let the little old lady go. Just let her go. And she went about her business. She talked the whole way.
Did she talk to you? Was she a black woman?
The 60-year-old lady was saying that?
The older one.
And what did she say?
60-year-old
Was she
lady,
black?
Yeah. They
So
both
what
were
kind of
black.
shit? Can you do your best impersonation of what that bitch said?
I beat your ass. Be getting in front of me in line. You saw what's going over there. How you gonna just try to cut me?
With her oxygen tank and everything.
Man, she didn't
Look,
have
and
oxygen
this,
tank, but she
see,
was,
this is the thing about black people. Sometimes they don't know how old they are. So she probably sitting up there like this with the shit. Look. Look, let me move the shot. Look. With the oxygen tank shit. Baby, I will beat your ass. As soon as I get some more oxygen. Just hold it. If the Lord say the same, I'm going to beat your ass.
So it makes more sense her goddamn oxygen tank was running out.
Yeah, that's why she
So
need to
she
get.
had to hurry up and get the fuck up out of
Bitch,
there.
you see this oxygen tank?
Yeah.
When you let me get these motherfucking Ritz crackers. Look there, what the old motherfucker get? Look, this Ritz cracker, this salami, right, and this salted butter.
Yeah, and depends.
And look,
Depends.
Depends.
no, she had the polygrip.
Oh, she
Yeah,
had that
yeah,
potty
for the
grip.
dentures. I was just finna say that.
There you go. Look, that potty grip. That's where the fight ensued. So, Farouk, how was your week?
It was pretty good, man. You know, we had a good show last Friday.
Now, I heard that you've been bothered by this Me Too movement. You know, anybody ever heard of the Me Too movement? You know, everybody like, oh, I've been molested. Me too. Okay, so how do you feel about that?
Well, I don't feel, but I think, you know, if you can start a Me Too movement, I got a You Too movement.
What does that mean, a You Too movement?
That means if you hear me talking about a trifling ass bitch and you want to interrupt and defend her, all I'm going to say is you too, bitch. And I'm going to get on your ass about shit. Okay?
Now, that's real shit.
Yeah, you know, motherfuckers always complaining about shit. Why you don't complain because you live in a filthy ass house?
Right.
Why you don't complain that your mama been on the motherfucking welfare for 99 years? +1.
You too, bitch.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, I'm going to tell you something.
And if you hear me calling a woman a liar and you want to defend her, then you too must be a motherfucking liar, bitch. So we gonna get on your ass.
Too. So look, and I love what you're saying, Farouk, because I have experienced certain things that, you know, as a man, when I was a younger man, you know, I didn't really know how to just.
Are you about to come out?
No, I'm just saying I didn't really know how to. I didn't really know how to.
He was just like the story was set up.
No, I didn't really know how to speak my mind. So some things I would keep to myself. So I went over to this woman's house in the Jungles. The Jungles, for you guys that don't know, is a place in Los Angeles. It used to be predominantly white, but then, you know, a bunch of black people took it over and got Section 8 and everything. And
why they always got to associate niggas with the jungle, and we ain't never been
I know,
in the jungle.
but it was the jungle. Like, you know what it was before the black people came in here? They used to call it the Vista Views.
No, I'm going to tell you what it's called. It's called Baldwin Village.
Yeah, it was Baldwin Village.
Or for the real richy people, they call it Lower Baldwin Hills.
Now, when the black people moved there, they start calling it the goddamn jungle. So look, now I used to go over there because there was some good pussy up in that motherfucker. But the parking, my nigga, look.
You had to walk 5 goddamn blocks.
The parking, my nigga, look, I would park and then I gotta walk and I'm scared the motherfucker because it's the goddamn jungle. So I'm walking.
Depending on how big of a rock they wanted afterwards, that's the difference between you coming out and your shit on milk crates, or you coming out and your shit going.
For some pussy, my nigga. So look, I was messing with this girl on Nicolette in August.
Oh man, that's
what year was this?
This was 94.
Oh, it was really going.
He was
Nicolette in
dodge
August.
bullets too. Then
look here. So I didn't wear red or blue. I just wore like a high yellow, off tan, if you will. So then I go over
Neutral.
there. Now look here. Now
going over there in polka dots like Kwame.
Yeah, like Kwame.
He do got the hairstyle.
Here's the man you all know and love. But look,
looking like Will Smith's little brother.
You goddamn right. You know, the Fresh Prince of goddamn jungles. But look, I go over there, and now this was fucked up to me because when I walked in her house, I'm from the east side. I smelled roach funk in the girl house. Now, if you from the east side, if you grew up in the ghetto, you know what I'm talking about when I'm saying roach funk. Like roach funk. Look, I want to tell. I said
it's a unique kind of like a cheesy
Fritos,
feet. Yeah, but you can tell like
funk.
Soon as they open that door and the wind come out, like, bitch, y'all got roaches
in this bitch. Look, but then but my ass, because I grew up with it, I said, look here. I told her, I said, you got roaches in that microwave. You got roaches in your clock. Because I know
them all the hiding spots.
Yeah, because look, I know where they like that warm shit. And I said, look, they in your clock. Now, this is the cold thing about it. Now, she had albino roaches. Anybody ever seen an albino roach?
That's how you know you got a lot of them motherfuckers.
Albino roaches is like bitches. They like bitches in the roach community.
They have albino roaches.
Yeah, nigga. White ones. You never seen them?
They like bitches. No. Look, they like bitches in the roach community. Because I'm looking, I came over to this girl house at 10 o'clock at night. But then I looked at the clock, and it looked like it was 11 o'clock. I said, what the fuck? Then I looked in there and I thumped the clock and the roach ran. Because that albino roach was standing up like he was a one. Like that. Look. I said, bitch, I told her.
You know what would be better? If you do it in a crocodile hunter voice. And do it like a crocodile hunter voice. Where you went in there and you saw the elusive albino roach.
Okay, I'll do that for you. You ready?
Thank you very much.
Okay, here we go. I was over there on Nicolette in August. It was a late night. Over there, raw in the jungles. In the motherfucking jungles. I'm going to tell you how to survive. It might sound a little crazy to you, but if you listen to what I'm saying, it might save your life. So I'm going over to the girl's house to look for the elusive, big booty, and good pussy.
No. Okay.
So when I walked into the house, I was very quiet. Because I wanted to survive, right? But then I smelled something. I was like, oh, shit. Is that roach funk? Now, the girl was looking at me like, oh, no, I don't smell anything. I was like, are you serious? You don't smell
used to it.
The roach funk. Yeah, because they get used to it.
Yeah.
They get fucking used to it.
Yeah.
But I knew that I smelled the elusive roach funk, right? Now this is the cold part about it. I pretended that I didn't even, I'm like, fuck it, because I want this pussy. So look, we was watching the football game.
With the funk just to get the pussy.
Now, is that
hold on, let me finish it. Hold on. Watch this shit. So I pretended, my nigga, because I was a young nigga. I said, I'm going to pretend I don't smell this motherfucker because I had roaches in my house and shit. But, I was hoping there wasn't no roaches in her pussy. So look here. I'm watching a football game. Now, this back when Deion Sanders was playing Showtime. Look, so this motherfucker was running across the screen. He was about to score a touchdown. The fucking roach nigga was running faster than Deion. That motherfucker hit the 30, the 40, the 50. I said, goddamn, oh my God, this motherfucker's showtime. Oh no. Then she had made me some fried eggplant that looked like Mojo potatoes. And then she's like, would you like some? I was like, oh no, I'm a bit famished right now. And I'm really into the game right now.
But 10 roaches raised their hand and said, yeah, bitch, we want some.
Like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? But the moral of this story is...
You hung in there.
What?
You hung in there.
Did I hang in there?
Yeah, you did.
Nigga, I hit that motherfucking pussy, but I ain't that shit. I hit that pussy.
And when he left, he caught a couple of hitchhiking ass roaches on the way out.
When I left, I went. Hold up, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I left, I went out to my car because I had to walk down Augustin. I had busted on Nicolette, and my shit was on goddamn milk crest. I said, God damn, nigga. I said the pussy wasn't worth it.
I wonder, is that roach smell come from like a roach fart, roach shit?
No, it's the heat.
What the fuck is that smell coming from the roaches?
It's the heat because the roaches. No, it's the roaches be up in there. I'm telling you what it is. I studied. The roaches be up in there, and then the electricity that creates the heat creates the, when you. If anybody know about science, when there's heat entered into an equation, the molecules expand. You know what I'm saying?
Turn to Discovery Channel.
No, I'm just telling you. The molecules expand.
Yeah.
So if they had a clock that was cold, then you wouldn't smell it. But because it's hot, they expand. So all the gases and everything, the roach funk and everything expands. Now, if you have a keen nose for that, you're going to go like this. Look, bitch, you got roach funk in this motherfucker. But see, I was so young, so I was just like, damn. I just was hoping it wasn't, coming from somewhere else.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I used to hate going over people's house. We all supposed to be watching the movie, and it's 8 of us watching the movie, and that one roach go across the screen.
And then look.
And nobody say nothing.
Yeah, but you see that bitch.
In the dark.
You see it.
You look over to say something to the person, and
they act like they don't believe it.
Running up their arms, and they be trying to play it all by being all cool, like. Then you see a motherfucker right here, then you see a motherfucker like.
Packard, have this ever happened to you? When you know you seen a roach, right? And then you tell the motherfucker who house you over, and that motherfucker try to say it's an insect of a lesser value. Like, oh no, that's a spider.
What about flying roaches?
Oh, see.
Oh yeah, shit.
I can't deal with roaches, period. So a flying one, we gonna have a problem.
Motherfucker fly and just hit you right upside your head.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna tell y'all a real true story. I was in Louisiana, right? And I was in the hotel, and I thought I saw a brown butterfly. I said, God damn, I've never seen that type of species of butterfly, a brown butterfly. And then he broke his shit down. I was like, that's a goddamn roach. And I said, look, it was a beautiful city. I said, I can't live here because I'm the type of motherfucker to sleep with my mouth open.
Oh, nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you ain't no roach fucking with your mouth.
Wait, what you say?
Roach gonna die as soon as he got here.
They like that nigga talking about we stinking like, oh, no, fuck with him. Oh, hell no.
How roaches taking your ass to court.
Y'all motherfucking crazy. Anyway,
you got flies and shit. Flies will land on shit.
You right.
Marv would be talking shit. The motherfucker fly be like,
all in the corners of his mouth.
They be trying to get the fuck up away from there.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, look, that's my superpower. But anyway, welcome to the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
Imagine this nigga blowing out birthday candles.
Oh shit! Oh hell no!
I don't want none of that motherfucking
Don't nobody eat the cake. Nobody eat the cake. They be like, you know what? I don't really like cake. But anyway,
Wait, do we have a guest today?
Yeah, we do. I'm getting ready to introduce the guest.
Here,
now,
hold up.
We're gonna go to
put a couple of these because I don't want the guest not the one to.
What is this? Ice cubes and shit?
Yeah, but it's for what's going on.
No, he cool.
Right
We cool.
No, we not cool. We're not cool.
All right, what is cool?
Just being nice to you.
All right, what's cool? You know
Put some cubes in your
That's why
mouth
I'm glad your
and
big ass don't sit next to me.
Hey, that's why I don't sit next to you.
Hey, look.
I started out over there.
Can we keep it real? You know,
I think I'm starting to build some type of immunity.
Yeah, you're getting used to it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. On the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge, we keep it real. Can we keep it real? You know, I'm offended by your cholesterol content.
Okay, can you put another cube in your mouth? and be offended with fresh breath.
Well, when we go to commercial, can you do a couple of push-ups and sit-ups? We'll be right back on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge, and when we come back, we're going to come back with our comedic guest, Mr. Big Weezy, on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
Weezy. You can't really.
All right, we're back right here on the Mad Marv Comedy Show. We got our guest, Big Weezy, in the house. How you doing, Big Weezy?
It's a pleasure to be here, Mad Marv. It's been a while since I've seen you. You look fantastic.
Thank you very much.
You look fantastic.
You look fantastic. That's good.
That's something I work on every day.
And you're doing a very excellent job at it. Now look here. Now, for anybody that want to call in, they want to ask questions, they want to chime in, you can call us at 323-293-3375. That's 323-293-3375 on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Now, Big Weezy, this is how we want to, first of all, give you a big welcome to the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Fellas, give them a big round of applause.
What's up?
Big Weezy.
Pleasure.
Now, this is Packet.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes I call him, I know him personally, I call him Snacket because he loves snacks. And this is Farouk, also known as the Ghetto Googler.
And that's Mad Marv, also known as Little Fella.
Little fella, you know what I'm saying? I'm a tiny bastard, you know what I'm saying?
Someone's gotta be a tiny
I still
bastard.
shop at the Little Folk Shop, but what I'm saying is this. Now, how was your week?
But you want to hear an anomaly about him?
An anomaly? Oh, look at the
Anomaly.
big
You wanna
brain
hear-
on Packet.
Damn.
Marv.
Thank you. I
Marv,
appreciate you
Hold on,
using that language.
He just learned anomaly. Let's see what he, give him the anomaly.
Okay. So when you go see girls, do they think you have a big cock?
Oh, we're using white people language.
You know what?
Yes, he likes to use
I got to answer it.
Okay.
Do they think I do?
Yeah.
No, they think I got a big wallet. But then when I pull that motherfucking Johnson out, they be like, goddamn. They start sounding like Drake. So look.
Is it the backdrop,
No, it's
is this in your head?
No, it's in my head. It's the fat head on
Now,
that
do
bitch.
they call it that, like, are you pushing rope or is it a limp noodle?
I'll tell you like this. This what bras had said to me, and for years I couldn't understand it. I thought they liked me. But what they was really doing, they was using me, Big Weezy.
I got the same problem.
Look.
Like a dildo?
No,
Like your whole body just
I'm about to tell you.
We all being used
I'm about to
in
tell
some
you.
form.
I'm about to tell you. They was using me to make their period come down. Look here. They was like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I need you. Woo-woo. So I go over there and I'm giving it to them. Look. And if you know anything, this is about you, Coxman. If you know about the interworkings, if you know about the interworking of the vaginal orifice. Yeah. Look.
Okay, go ahead.
I call it now. The layman's term is a cervix, but what I call it from the ghetto is a pussy knuckle. It's a pussy knuckle in that motherfucker. Only big dick niggas understand. Suckers can't comprehend. Now look, you hit that bitch, right? So it feel like it's two pathways in that bitch. You see what I'm saying? It's
Yes.
called a pussy knuckle. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I take that path, then the period come down, and then they don't call me no more. And I'm like, they was like, oh shit, I ain't pregnant, thank you. But I didn't know I was being used. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So what we want, just to answer your question, Packet, that's what I'm saying. All the people out there that's listening, it's only applies to Coxman. So what I'm saying is this: how was your week, Big
Well,
Weezy?
I didn't hit any pussy knuckles this week. I can tell you that.
Did you eat any pussy knuckles?
I didn't eat any pussy knuckles. Actually, it's been a down week for me when it comes to the Coxman part of my life. But, you know.
What, your wallet not fat? What's the problem?
Yeah, wallet's fat, but it ain't got nothing in it. Just
Now, what I know about you, Big Weezy, you've been doing comedy for how long?
Cards.
Not
10
long. Not long.
About
8.5
10
years.
Eight and a half years. I was close to the motherfucker. Now, I've seen you on stage, and I've always fucking laughed at you because of the things that you say. Now, what I like about Big Weezy is I'm a foodie, and Big Weezy is a foodie.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people, they know I like food. So they'll try to pretend they know about food. But this motherfucker right here, this motherfucker really knows about food. Now, what have you cooked this week that was extraordinary?
Well, as a matter of fact, yesterday I actually cooked some ribs for my ex.
What did you do to them ribs?
Yeah, I get along with all my exes.
Let's just call them ex-ribs. You know why you get along with all your exes? Because look here, they can't find another nigga that feed them like that.
Not that they can't find another nigga like me, period.
Ah.
I always tell them, if you'll look for me and another nigga for the rest of your
Hell
life,
yeah.
you'll never find it. I walked away from the finest bitch.
Bitch, you go over to a nigga house, look here, and they're like, look here, I got a gourmet meal for you, and she got Nathan's hot dog.
You
You're
didn't
like,
walk away
nigga.
from him hungry.
So what did you make? How did you make these ribs?
Got some nice pork ribs, very nice.
Right.
Cut
The
cap
baby
off
backs
top.
or the-
No, I got regular size. Cut the cap off the top.
Did you remove the silver skin?
Absolutely, remove that on the back. Then I sauteed it up in some olive oil.
Oh.
First I seasoned it with a little kosher pepper. A little kosher salt,
Kosher
some
salt.
pepper.
Tony
Go
sesame
put some
seasoning.
kosher salt on
Crushed
some
black
pork.
pepper?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course, crushed black pepper.
Go ahead.
A little bit of garlic, and then I
It sounds
sauteed it on each side.
So what he said when he sauteed on side, so what you did 3 minutes on
Oh,
each
I'm
side?
sorry. There might be some black people. I got a frying pan and fried it up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to dumb that shit
A
down.
lightly fry, a light fry.
Now
Light
did you do 3 minutes on each side or how many?
Well, no, I didn't really time it. You know, I just put it in there and then
make
I
sure
sat
it's
in
brown
the chair
on
because I'm a lazy motherfucker.
And then
So they call that braising.
braising.
So what I do is once I start to smell it, then I say, okay, it's time to turn that.
Yeah, that's
motherfucker
nigga
off.
shit.
You didn't marinate nothing?
No,
Hell no,
fuck
nigga.
marinating. I used to own 2 restaurants. Marinating is a
waste of goddamn
it's a waste
time,
of
nigga.
time.
It tastes
I used
better.
to
It
do
tastes
gumbo.
better
Hold on,
with
one
a
second.
15
Hold on,
than a marinade than an overnight marinade.
True.
I used
Now
to
go ahead.
prepare gumbo in 45 minutes and
Nigga.
tell people that shit's been simmering all night long.
And they love it.
Can't
So
tell the
what
difference
else?
in
What
taste.
else did you do to the ribs?
After I did that, I made some sofrito.
Say frito.
Okay, what you do is you
So
take
frito
some
is
fresh garlic,
Yeah.
some bell pepper.
And some cilantro.
No, I didn't actually put any cilantro in
What did you
there.
do? You used
bell
tomatillos?
pepper. No, bell pepper.
So what did you use
fresh
to make it
garlic.
green?
The green. I used green bell pepper.
Oh yes, of course.
The green bell pepper made it green, and some onion. Right, blended that up, poured that in, and then
Did you make the sofrito in a food processor?
no, I used the blender because I was at my exercise.
My
center.
nigga, go ahead.
They just don't believe in having all the professional tools.
Right.
I used to carry them in my car.
Okay, so now you got the sofrito. Look here.
Make
That-
the
you got
sofrito,
bread.
poured the sofrito in, tasted it, of course, to make sure that it was fine.
But of course.
And it was great. I tasted like, Coke.
Yeah,
Like that.
you gotta do that shit.
You got to do it that way because I'm getting high as I'm cooking because that's
Like a
what I
motherfucker.
do.
That's a
Remember,
real foodie.
Thanksgiving, that's my 420 day.
Giving thanks.
And so there we go.
Now,
We
that
go
was
ahead.
funny.
Thank
Like
you,
a
sir.
motherfucker.
Appreciate it. And so therefore, I put that in there. Then I add the tomato sauce. Then a little bit of water. And then simmer it for about
That's where
2.5
you fucked up.
hours.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. As a foodie, fuck the water. You want to use chicken stock for that.
Well, normally I would use chicken stock, but the taste is so good, nobody gives a fuck whether or not I use chicken stock. or not. It's not like she tasted it. She said, "Oh my God, you fat motherfucker! This is why I was happy the day you
Is
walked
this
the
water
fuck
in this
out
bitch? Is this
because you
water in
didn't
this
use no
motherfucker?
goddamn chicken stock."
Okay, go ahead. Now what happened?
That just does not going to happen.
Right.
I'm not worried about
Yeah,
it.
okay,
You
okay.
know. So yeah, that's what.
So
I
you was
prepared.
cooking this shit for a ratchet, a hood rat.
No, no, none of my exes are hood rats.
It wasn't Paula Dean.
I mean, they were technically.
It wasn't
they
Martha
were-
Stewart, I tell
they
you
were
that.
they were borderline hood rats,
Oh,
rats when I met them.
Okay.
And I brought out.
So
I
continue.
brought
How
the
did
smart
you
side.
finish this shit?
Mashed potatoes, and then I sauteed up some veggies.
Now look
Corn,
at-
cauliflower, and broccoli.
On your mashed potatoes.
Yes.
Did you use milk or did you use sour cream or cream cheese in the mashed potatoes?
I actually use margarine. I prefer butter, but she didn't have any, so I used margarine and just a little bit of sour cream because I'm lactose intolerant.
So you use margarine?
Yes.
Because everything's better with blue bonnet on it.
That's way back. There's some
I
people,
can't believe it's not butter.
I'm surprised the damn crown didn't just fill it.
Dun, 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 dun!
That's how it used to be
You
back
know,
in
if
the
a
day.
nigga don't have nothing else in his kitchen,
Yeah.
he gonna have that
Motherfucker.
big ass 10 goddamn bucket of that cream.
That country crock.
Yeah, country
That
crock.
Country
There you
crock.
go.
Then when the country
can you-
crock gone, he uses the store shit in.
Yeah.
They don't throw away that country
All right, so-
crock.
so-
thing.
so-
But
now-
that fucking
now-
country
let's
crock, you
walk
got
it-
to be careful when you're microwaving that motherfucker.
Don't fucking microwave. Okay, so now,
supposed to microwave plastic at all.
hold up. Let him finish this recipe. Go ahead.
Yeah, so no, that was pretty much completed the dinner.
And then, what
And
was
she
the
was happy
reaction?
as- oh, my
happy as a
God.
bastard. Huh?
Yeah, and then I'm thinking I'm going to get X-head,
X-head.
but it didn't
Yeah.
happen.
What happened?
That's head
I
from
didn't
the
get
ex.
X.
if
I
you
got to
don't
thank you.
understand.
You got to fucking thank you?
Yeah, I mean, she walked around butt naked.
That's
for the
why I
rest of the
fucking
night.
told you to use the goddamn chicken stock.
I should have used the chicken.
If you'd have
stock.
used the chicken stock,
I would have
nigga,
got X-head.
Look, no. You would have gave that bitch a throat baby.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But
So
I
anyway,
broke down though. I asked for it, and of course,
You don't ask for that shit after you
You're
make
not- yeah, but what happened is when you have been with a woman for a long time, known her for over 20 years, all right, we were married for 15. The first wife was married for 23 years. I was engaged for 5 years.
God damn.
I'm a long-term nigga.
That's why they call him Big Weezy, because he got big relationships.
Big
now,
relationships.
Look here we go.
Yes.
Now, I'm very glad to have you on the Mad Marv Comedy.
I'm happy to be here.
What you got going on? Because I noticed you've been doing comedy for. Where are you going to be performing at next?
Well, I'll be at the Ventura Harbor Comedy Club in a couple of weeks. On the 19th, it's going to be great. I'm going to be there with my partner, Mr. Sherwin R.A. We put together.
I've never heard of this motherfucker.
This motherfucker is a beast. He's
the nigga name is Sherwin what?
Sherwin R.A.
Is he black?
No, he's Iranian.
What?
And he's Iranian. He's a killer.
So you trying to tell me this Iranian comic funny line?
He's a killer. He is a killer. He
The
helps
Persian
me raise-
insurgent.
Yeah. He is a killer.
Okay, so now
All right.
what kind of stuff do you talk about in your act?
Well, I talk about standards.
Do you talk about food?
I always just talk about food. I'm trying to get
because
away
I
from
remember
that.
one joke that sticks out in my mind when you was talking about Applewood smoked bacon. Now look here.
I can't get away from that
At
shit.
the time you was talking about Applewood smoked bacon, nobody was fucking using it. Look, they wasn't fucking using it. Now when this motherfucker was talking, everybody was like,
Marv
look,
went out and found that shit.
I found that shit. Nigga, I found that shit. Applewood smoked bacon. That shit, it sound good.
Let me tell you one time. One time I was at my boss's house in Malibu. It was like 5-6 years ago. I showed up. He had somebody fix me a gigantic plate of Applewood smoked bacon.
Just
He
all
gave me
bacon?
all bacon. Then he gave me an Applewood smoked chocolate bar and some Applewood
fuck?
Band-Aids.
This was a white motherfucker, wasn't it?
No.
A black motherfucker had an Applewood chocolate bar?
Yes. He
And
went out and got
Band-Aids.
all
How
that
did how
stuff.
did the
Who's the
Band-Aids?
bougie
He
niggas?
can find anything.
Hey, who is the bougie niggas he hang around with? Go ahead.
Where did you get the apple chocolate from?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
He got it. He gave me the stuff.
So you didn't find out where you got it from?
I'm not going to ask him where he
Was
got
it
from. I'm
delicious?
just crazy. I never ate the chocolate.
So it was smoked chocolate.
Yeah, I guess. It was great.
this nigga never ate the.
I never ate the. I'm sorry, sir.
Pack it, hold up, pack it.
Hey.
If you ever get a chance to taste some Applewood smoked chocolate, are you tasting it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm
and I
taking
don't
that
believe
motherfucker.
he didn't taste it.
I didn't taste it.
So what happened to
I've
it?
just talked about Applewood smoked
Did
bacon.
it evaporate? What happened? Somebody stole
Nigga, why you
roll a blunt, put
Nigga,
Applewood smoked bacon
hold
in
up.
it
We
for
keep
me.
it real. We keep it real, man. Why the fuck when you taste no Applewood smoked nigga? I ain't never heard that shit. If you only got a chance to taste that shit, you ain't taste it.
Well, not the chocolate bar. I mean, I've used Applewood smoked bacon.
Womp womp. Go ahead, finish.
Because everybody uses Applewood smoked bacon now. You find it everywhere.
I want to
fuck with it.
live vicariously through you on the Applewood smoked chocolate. But go ahead. Now what happened?
With the Applewood smoked bacon that day?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
I don't care about the bacon, but the chocolate.
Yeah, we can't.
I didn't.
That's
I
a
didn't
dead
do
issue.
the chocolate. The good thing is I don't do that joke that often anymore. But you're right. Everywhere I go, you couldn't do Applewood smoked bacon.
Okay, so where are you gonna be performing at? Up and coming.
Yeah, the Ventura Comedy Club. Then of course Tommy T's up north in Sacramento. We're going to be there. We call our tour the openers
Tommy T.
because he's open for Lavelle Crawford and Russell Peters.
Now I want you on my show. We're gonna be at the J Spot every first Friday of the month, and we had a show last Friday. It was very good. I loved it and everything, and I perform sober when I'm on stage now. And I thought that,
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you.
Bullshit.
I thought it was really good.
So that means you don't
Bullshit.
pop lock anymore before your show?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
He do the electric slide.
Now, let me tell you something. I liked it. I was funny and everything, but the next day, people was calling me. It was like, "Hey, brother, are you all right?" I say, "Yeah, what's that?" He say, "Because you wasn't yourself last night." I said, "Well, I was sober." I said, "Well, why do you say that?" He said, "Because the last comedian that went on stage was garbage, and the old Marv would have let his ass fucking have it." And I go, "Well, I was just, I was making up excuse. I was like, I was trying to do this shit for Taman and everything." And then I said, "So what do you mean the old Marv would have?" And then he did a cold Mad Marv impersonation. Look, I said, "What do you think the old Mad Marv would have said?" You know what the nigga said?
What?
He said, "If I was the old Mad Marv
Right.
and this nigga bombed, I would have went up after him and I would have said, give him a hand out the fucking club." He'll be back,
Who
but
was
not
the
in this
comedian?
motherfucker.
Who was the comedian?
I don't want to say his name.
Am I the only one that
His
says
name was
names?
his name was Lionel Dalton.
Oh my God, I love Lionel Dalton.
I did too to that night.
Lionel Dalton kicks ass.
So look,
He's
and then-
had a bad
Lionel
night.
Dalton
hold up.
kicks ass.
No, fuck a bad night, nigga.
Everybody has a bad time on
Look here,
stage. I
I-
got booed. 9,000 people booed me in New Jersey.
Big Weezy.
I was in some hall in front of 9,000 people.
And they booed you?
I was doing
Big Weezy.
14 minutes. When I got to minute 12, someone would boo, and then the rest
They don't
of
have
the
a good
audience
sense of
booed.
humor in New
They was-
Jersey.
Big
You should
Weezy
have
thought
talked
this
about
was free
food.
throw.
Them niggas
Can I
is
keep it real with you?
Yes.
Now I've been booed before.
Okay.
But I ain't give a fuck.
No, I didn't give.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't give a
Now
fuck
watch
either.
this.
I got fired.
Now this motherfucker, He get on stage, my nigga.
Right.
And he sits on a stool.
Right.
First of all, who the fuck you think you is, Paul Mooney, nigga? And then look here. Then he gonna
That's a bad move. You can't sit on the stool unless you're a legend.
Then he gonna kick his feet up like he probably like you at home. What you comics need to understand, look here. These motherfuckers pay their money to see. They don't pay to see a motherfucker kick it, nigga.
Right, that's true.
You a stand-up comedian. You ain't a kickback comedian,
It's called
nigga.
stand-up comedian.
That's true.
Yeah.
Or
it ain't-
sit down.
It's not a kickback comedian, nigga.
Right, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there like, goddamn. So but I'm taping this shit and I'm trying to be professional and everything. You know, guys, give it a round of applause for this angry motherfucker and take you off. But then these niggas called me the next day and they started telling me what I would have said. Then I got mad because now I'm thinking, is the drunk Merv funnier than the sober Merv?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Thank
know,
you.
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
You know, the one thing about this business is I haven't been doing it long.
Yeah.
But I study the fuck out of this business.
Have you ever seen me perform?
Yes, I performed with you one night somewhere many years ago, 5 or 6, and then I gave you a ride home.
Yeah,
then after you got out the car and I drove off, I made the right turn. And I said, "This nigga didn't give me no gas money."
That sounds like
That
Marv.
was a drunk Merv.
That sounds
Was
like
I
Marv.
funny that night?
You were funny as fuck that
Yeah,
night, and not
motherfucker.
only that, you probably rolled the blunt because I really don't smoke. I only hit it.
This
once
must have been a
year.
long time ago because I stopped smoking weed.
It was a long time ago. It's like
I rolled
7
a
years
blunt.
ago.
I rolled a blunt.
Yeah,
I must.
everybody knows you can roll a blunt in my car. You can smoke in my car
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying I roll. Did I?
because
Roll,
I smoke cigars.
Weezy, did
yes.
I roll an Applewood smoked blunt?
If you had rolled an Applewood smoke blunt, nigga, I wouldn't have gave a fuck about the gas money. You would
goddamn
have
it.
smoked that
No,
shit together.
now I remember what we were talking about. We was at the Normandy Casino in Gardena.
Yes.
That night, and
Yes.
my daughter performed that night, right?
She may have. You know,
Yeah,
so
my
I'm
daughter.
talking
My daughter at
I
that
want
time.
to say yes just to be
My
polite.
daughter opened the show. She might have been maybe 9 or 10 at that time.
Oh, wow.
And this is funny because now I remember because my daughter, you know what I'm saying, I sent her up because I had to get chairs and everything, get everybody. I said, look, when I raised my daughter to do this comedy shit, I took all the fear of going up first from her.
Right.
I said, look here, go up there, handle this business for your daddy. I had to take this shit and then
Yes,
just when
yes.
you through, I said, when you through, just introduce your daddy. She go, okay. So she went up there, she did her joke. Now, my daughter got a cold ass joke. She say, if all the black people in the hood, she said, no, I fucked it up.
Yeah, he did.
I
Doesn't make no difference.
But she got a lot of
Just start over. This
She
is
got
Hollywood.
no. I'm gonna give you.
Edit that shit
I'm gonna
out.
give you another one. This is her shit. She go like this. She go. What do you call a fish with no eye? So look. So my daughter. Like yeah.
I like that.
Hey, look here. She wrote this shit. So then she bring these comedians up for the first show, and then I come up. And so one comedian she brought up bombed like a motherfucker. So when she came where I was at, and the comedian was complaining like, "Oh, nigga, you had me going up first, nigga. It wasn't conducive, nigga, and I
that's
fucked
bullshit.
up." Look here. You know what my daughter told her? She was like 9, 10 years old. She said, "Daddy, does he know that I went up before him?"
Right.
So what is he talking about first?
Right.
He was womp womp.
Right.
Look here.
I always tell people say,
Now, if a 9-year-old girl
Right.
was funnier than you know what my suggestion to that comic would be? Go home, get you a pen and paper, okay? Write all your jokes out, and then when you got them written out, take that pen and stab yourself in your motherfucking neck, my nigga. And we'll be right
So it's
back.
basically a
We'll be
suicide
right back
note.
after this commercial break on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. back live on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you. And we want you to leave all your comments, like whatever you feel, just say it. Because, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to say something about it. I'm looking at the screen right now, and I'm feeling very tiny up in this bitch. Cause,
you are tiny.
Yeah. I feel like I'm one of the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker's the Hulk.
Who, Adam?
This nigga's
Thank
the
you.
Hulk.
I appreciate
this
that.
Motherfucker's
I
Thor.
love green shit.
You know what I'm saying? You like, you on some Iron Man shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really feeling like Captain America before he made the transition.
Ant-Man.
Okay,
Ant-Man.
yeah, I'm really feeling like Ant-Man.
You kind of get you the face, Ant-Man.
Okay. So let's get into the topics. Sad time in the community. John Singleton has passed.
Everything he's being sad for us right now.
I mean, shit. Goddamn.
All our folks.
Yeah, look. So John Singleton has passed, and what I find disturbing is how fast they pull the plug. I'm looking at it like motherfuckers was fighting. Like, let me pull it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing is, we love our family, but then when a motherfucker got some money, nigga be like, fuck that nigga, when is my turn? You dig what I'm saying?
He would have wanted it this way.
Yeah, he would have wanted it. He would have wanted it.
I was his first cousin.
No, you know what he would have wanted?
Scavengers, man.
That
Vultures.
nigga would have wanted a chance. You know what I'm saying? You know why? You know why, Paget? Because the boys in the hood is always hard.
You come talking that trash.
Oh boy, you come. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit.
Don't quote me, boy.
Because I ain't saying shit. But what I'm saying is this.
Damn, I'm way old. I am way
He was like,
old.
what are you guys talking about?
Yeah,
what is that jibber jabber?
No, I know exactly what the jibber jabber is. I just didn't know the motherfucking lyrics.
But to be serious, what I feel about John Singleton's death, you know what I'm saying, the way people are reacting to it, is I'm going to go like this. Either they don't know, or they don't show, or they just don't give a fuck about what's going on in the hood.
Oh.
Well, I don't know. I Snoop Dogg.
You don't even know what I
it.
just said, huh? That was a quote from Boys
The
in the
movie.
Hood. That was Ice Cube's line.
I knew I should have saw it the second time.
Goddamn. You've been hanging around with too
And
many
you know
white
the
people.
cop from the movie died this week too.
Who was the cop? I don't even know.
The black one.
Yeah, but fuck him.
So
Because
you
he's like,
one of them Crenshaw
Mafia
you one of them
motherfuckers,
Crenshaw Mafia
You little
motherfuckers.
black
Guess what?
motherfucker.
Don't really give a fuck about him.
Shut the fuck
All
up.
I know is when I was
Because I
driving
think he was a
here-
real cop.
I know
think he stopped
you.
me before.
All
Hey,
I
look,
know
I
is
think he stopped me
Crenshaw
before.
Mafia
So fuck him.
motherfucker.
Know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
related to that because we all been through that with the police.
Yeah,
Of course.
he played that role good. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Look, I grew up in L.A. Now it was a time I got stopped by the police and the motherfucker was like, "You're smoking weed." I was like, "No, I'm not smoking it, but
I smoked it.
yeah, look.
It's
No,
gone.
I was a young nigga. I was like, "No, I'm not smoking it, but this is my first time getting stopped." So I was like, "Is there a reason why you stopped me, officer?" And he was like, "Yeah, nigga, because you've been smoking weed." I was like, "Yeah, I had been smoking it." You know how you just pull a big word out of
Absolutely.
I said, I had been smoking it auspiciously. No, auspiciously he was going to say.
Yeah, auspiciously was
so
a
the
great
motherfucker,
word.
hey, he saw the blunt right there. This is back in the day when they had that tie bud, that one-handed quit. So he grabbed, he said, here it is right here. I was like, God damn. So then he said, can you step out the car, please? I didn't know what I stepped out the car. Then, look, he lit that shit up. Him and his partner, they smoked it. He passed it. I was like, oh, these niggas cool, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he passed his partner, because it's rotation. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting. I was
To the
like,
left.
I was like, Then he go like this. Oh, you're not going to smoke it. You're going to jail, my friend. I was like, wait a minute. Y'all smoked it too. They was like, we smoked it auspiciously.
They did a callback on your ass, nigga.
Yeah, I didn't know. I wasn't even comedian at that time. But look here. I went to fucking jail, and I'm sitting there the whole time like, these motherfuckers done smoked my goddamn weed, and I'm in fucking jail. You know what I'm saying?
And they caught the munchies and taunted your ass on the other side of the cage.
That's why I say, look, either they don't know, or they don't show, or they just don't give a fuck about what's going on in the hood, nigga.
Man.
That's it.
Did you have any moments with John Singleton?
No, not really. I didn't really have any moments with John Singleton at all. But I know Farouk cut his hair, right?
Yeah, just 4 months ago.
And what happened?
Him and his, I guess it was his cousin, a long-term friend from his neighborhood, because, he grew up off 101st in between Budlong and Vermont. But, I guess...
It, Main Street?
No, that's Hard Time Hustler.
Okay.
Payboys,
Pay-
101st
that's
Street.
okay.
Really, it's Hoover Hood.
Right.
107th Street.
Groove.
But, he just talked to me. I had a real nice conversation with him, a cool cat, but they was pretty much going back and forth on different scenes and scenarios they was gonna come up with for the
now, can I ask you a question?
Series.
Can I ask you a real question?
Yeah.
Be honest. Did he think he was sharp just because his head was pointed?
I don't know, but he felt sharp to the motherfucker after I cut it.
Yeah, that's what's up. But no, all bullshit aside, John
They came to the
Singleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, John Singleton, he did a lot in the movie industry in Hollywood for black people, just giving people insight of what we really go through real life in the hood. But I don't know what he did for the community. And a lot of people now, people had talked to me. And they was like, "Oh, do you think John Singleton should get a mural like Nipsey?" Well, I don't, because look here, he has not affected my life at all. I was not in neither one of his goddamn movies. He ain't never did shit for me. But
Did you try for any of them?
Huh? Hell yeah, motherfucker. Look here, but with Nipsey, I actually saw the shit that boy did, and everything was true. So what I'm saying for you guys out there, you only got one goddamn life to live. The light switch is on. You wasn't born to make nobody else rich. You wasn't born to fulfill nobody else's dreams. You hear what I'm saying? So, like I say on the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge, turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. If you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang your motherfucking self. Big Weezy, what do you think about that?
I think it's a great philosophy.
Okay.
I disagree a little bit on the mural thing. Not that he should get one, but John Singleton had a different demographic. He didn't connect with the people the way Nipsey did. The thing about the industry that we work in is we connect with people. You and I, we're connecting through comedy, but we don't.
We connect to food as well.
And food. Yeah. But the problem with comedy is we're not putting out a project that's dropping on a Tuesday, and people are running out and buying it, and they're not pretty much, except for Applewood Smoke Bacon.
Demographic, what you mentioned is the main thing.
What we do is what we could do, and that's, I understand what he's saying. If you knew better, you would do better. So when people sit up there and say, why this motherfucker didn't do this or why this motherfucker do that,
you don't know what he did.
You don't know what he did.
Right. He was worth $35
If Nipsey's out in the street, nobody's going to run up on Nipsey and ask him for money. How much money you got?
Right.
It would be different if John Singleton was out in the street.
Right.
People would run up on him and ask for some money.
Right. So what I'm saying is this.
He stayed in the neighborhood too.
Like Pac said, each one teach one. Look here. Be the best you can be, and that'll be the best us we can be as a people.
Then you got to look at the generation and the age factor, man.
Of course.
I mean, John Singleton is a little bit older. He's 51. We're approaching 50.
And when was the last hot hit?
Nipsey was
60.
33.
When was John Singleton's last hot hit movie?
He just had a good movie coming up. What was that?
Well, he has the Snowfall thing.
He had a series.
The Comp the Most Wanted movie. He did that too.
Plus, he did the Snowfall series.
The Ice Cube one?
No,
hold on.
Straight out of Compton.
Wait a minute. Farouk. Plus, he did the Snowfall series, which is a very good series.
Yeah, okay.
Because the Snowfall is about when the dope hit L.A. In the 80s. Now, I like this.
It's a nice time.
Hold up. I like this series because it resonates very good with me because when dope hit Los Angeles, I think I was about 13, 14 years old. I was stealing bikes at the time. We used to go down to Venice Beach, and we used to take the white boys' bikes. If it said Diamondbacks, Cool House, we'd take it back to the hood.
You used to take it, or the people with you?
No, they got me because I was good at stealing shit. I like to steal shit. So
he was picking locks. He just stick his little bitty arm in the keyhole.
We got 3 minutes.
And do his finger like this.
Look here.
And lock it open.
Look here. So we take it back. We take the serial numbers off of it, and we spray paint and shit. And that's how I was getting my fucking money. Now, at this time, the dope had came in, and motherfuckers told me, like, oh, these motherfuckers over here off of Normandy and shit, Normandy and Florence, the white brothers and shit, had the dope. Like, okay, let's do this shit. So I started slanging the motherfucking dope in that motherfucker because that's what we did. And I didn't really know the demographics of what was happening. So when I watched this series, Snowfall, I was sitting there and I could relate to the character Franklin because I wasn't trying to be a bad guy. I didn't say like this, look here, I'm going to be a dope dealer. All I knew is we was broke, vet the motherfucker, and I needed some bread. You dig what I'm saying? So look here, and nobody had ever been kind and nice to me, but I needed some motherfucking bread. Now, if I was already stealing bikes, what the fuck is this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what would happen down the line, but what I'm saying is when you look at it, and what John Singleton has done is he portrays this shit and he gives you a visual of this, so you can decipher with whatever mind, whatever level you're on right now, so you can say, hey, do I have to do this, or can I make some shit? Can I turn myself into dope and become the real man? Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for listening to the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge.
Peace. Rest in peace, John.
This is the Mad Marv Comedy Lounge. Trap comedy at its finest. Where if you can't slang yourself, you might as well hang yourself. This is also where you can turn yourself into dope and you become the real man. Whoa, yeah.